Gardening and landscaping with native plants is not only trendy right now, it is also vital to sustainable living. But learning about native plants is hard and can be frustrating. In Texas alone, there are 5,000 species, and that's only if you're counting flowering plants. Learning to identify these plants is a challenge, not to mention figuring out which ones to grow in your own yard. So I decided to create an app that I call U-Trek, a nature guide and a field journal all in one. You just open the app and pick your favorite park. From there, you pick a guide that has been curated by a verified user like the Austin Native Plant Society of Texas or by a member of the U-Trek community. When you pick a guide, you can see a map of the trail and stops along the trail that are points of interest. Download the entire playlist to your device or play the track that corresponds to the location on the map.
Welcome to the Native Plant Society's guide for the Upper Purgatory Creek. This trail, located in southeast San Marcos, Texas, has shade, sun, creeks, and beautiful vistas. At the entrance of the trail, take a look around. This natural area is within the Edwards Aquifer Recharge Zone. It is home to Purgatory Creek and includes upland meadows and canyon bluffs of 40 feet or more. Look for native plants like dense juniper thickets and live oaks along your hike today.
In addition to the points of interest along the guide, you can also see what other observations other users have recorded along this trail, like this observation of bluebonnets. Here you can see that someone observed a patch of bluebonnets along this trail, and you can even follow that U-Trek community member, or view other bluebonnet observations. The project was inspired by people I know who love this planet and the role native plants play in our ecosystems. There are hundreds of hiking, gardening, restoration, and birding groups on platforms like Facebook, AllTrails, iNaturalist, and others. Members are constantly sharing images and asking for species identification and recommendations. These communities remind me that the best way to learn about nature is to get outdoors yourself and just start exploring. U-Trek makes learning about native plants and the wildlife that these plants support a fun, engaging experience. It turns the arduous task of reading about plants on websites into this adventure where you get to make your own guides and observations for yourself or for others. With the information that is documented in U-Trek, people will be equipped to make smarter decisions about what they put in their yards, and the data that is gathered can be a source of information for researchers, policymakers, and others seeking to support sustainable practices in our communities.